What's up? About to check out Brett Cooper. She's giving an opinion about Logan Paul. Apparently, he be going at Christianity. I did hear some things about this, and I do feel extremely uncomfortable with that fact that a lot of people feel so comfortable attacking Christianity. It's pretty nasty. And also, I think Muslim religion gets attacked pretty much too as well. But it seems like a lot more Christianity lately. Either way, I respect religion, even if it's not mine. I don't think you should be attacking other people's religion. But tell me what you think. Let's get straight into it, fam. Let's get straight into it. Watch Brett Cooper speaking on Logan Paul.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So, YouTuber Logan Paul, he has recently established a reputation of ridiculing his friends and guests on his shows for their morals and their religious beliefs that he disagrees with, which is a terrible thing to get a reputation doing. Now, the internet has collectively started to hate him for it, which was honestly nice to see in today's society where Doja Cat and Sam Smith are considered normal. But what's even better to see is that instead of letting Logan
she going in. She just threw a ricochet out there. I didn't even know that was going to hit them. That was crazy.
Embarrass them for their beliefs and shame them into silence. Two of these creators who he's ridiculed have completely left their secure, successful positions, working around him to lean into their beliefs even further, which I, of course, think is awesome. Not falling into the mainstream trap of ditching your morals and what you believe in is something that is incredibly rare today and should be celebrated. But before we get into this story, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you've not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. All right, so for a little background, here's a clip of Logan trying to embarrass and ridicule his best friend at the time, George Janko, on their podcast, Impulsive. Just listen to this.
We pick on each other and other things is totally fine. Like you suck at comedy. I get that. Everybody knows that. All that stuff. But when it comes to religion, you have to tiptoe.
No, I don't.
Well, I do with anybody. And by the way, you brought up like Muslims and Jews. Wow. Dude, I sit at synagogues and talk to rabbis all the time, pick their brains. I sit with Muslim people. They're most peaceful people. We went to Saudi Arabia.
Right? I want you to say it right now.
Who's right?
Whose God is real?
My God is real in my eyes.
Nah.
This dude is disgusting. All right. So what he's doing is he's taking this guy's religion as a joke now and turning it into content. So like instead of actually receiving the information that this guy is trying to give him about how he feels, then he's just turning it into a joke, right? You could just say, hey, man, listen, I don't want to talk about this. That's fine. Right? I don't like when people try to shove religion or force religion down someone's throat. You know what I mean? So I get it. But to now start trying to play with it, it's disrespectful. It shows that you didn't have respect for him more so, I think, too, as well as the religion.
Allah.
I don't believe that Allah is real in my eyes.
A lot of Muslims would disagree with you.
But does that mean I have to disrespect their beliefs? No. And you're so like power driven that you will mow past your friends and family without knowing.
If I say something, I've said it intentionally. Can you give an example of
one that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus.
Which is...
Hold on, let's rewind that back because that's crazy. But he just said, if I said something, then I said it intentionally, which means that all these times that he said things that got canceled for it, and remember he came out and apologized like a fake. Yeah, no, those are fake. Because if he said it in the first place, then he did it intentionally. He's telling you, he's laying the breadcrumbs down. This dude is nasty. I would love to do a YouTube, like, what's the name? Boxing event with him. That would be amazing. But I don't have a name that's big enough, right? I would never be able to get on that card at this moment. But if I step my game up, maybe. This dude's such a loser. I don't respect him. It's a shame where I respect his little brother more than him now. It's crazy.
Accidentally without knowing.
If I say something, I've said it intentionally. Can you give an example of
one that really hurt me is you told me I need a therapist because I believe in Jesus.
Which is literally something that Logan Paul said.
What do I need a therapist for?
Jesus isn't doing it for you. And I
what do I need a therapist for?
I don't believe you're as emotionally mature as you could be.
So his friend George is literally saying, I am interested.
Him saying something about maturity is crazy with the way he's acting. That's insane.
In religion. I'm interested in other people's religious beliefs. I respect them. I believe that, my God is the true God, but that doesn't mean I'm going to disrespect people. And here's Logan being the complete polar opposite. And you're saying, no, just because you believe in Jesus, like what gives you the authority? Like it's completely misrepresenting George's beliefs and what he's trying to say. But that's not all. Here's another clip.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Jesus Christ,
you bashing me in front of a group of people for my beliefs is not right. Genuinely, like, I know people that...
Yeah, this is disgusting. That's not a friend, bro. That's not a friend. That's nasty as hell.
That hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend.
Definitely questioning why we have to perpetuate a belief that is silly.
That thing that George said is incredibly powerful, that there are people that hate him, but are more respectful about his religious beliefs than his best friend.
Yeah, that ain't your best friend, bro. I'm telling you, I've had friends like that in the past, where, fam, I had a former friend call me 20 years later, recently, to apologize for this exact thing. And when I kept telling them they were wrong for it, well, I had a boundary, they thought it was a joke and played with that boundary. And then we later on just stopped associating. I just didn't really rock with them anymore for obvious reasons, right? And years later, and now that they found the Lord and they've made certain, I guess, bits of growth in their life, they thought about it and was like, yo, I've been thinking about it for years, man. I'm so sorry about that, and apologizing. And I'm like, fam, like, it would just be so easy to just respect people's boundaries, right? And especially if you care about them, you don't just start dumping on stuff like that. Like that's a little crazy, bro. Unless that's already been established in your relationship prior to where I got certain friends that we talk crazy, but we know not a single thing we say is serious at all.
Like, that's not great. That's not a good look for Logan whatsoever. And he got torched.
It's true. Y'all should hear how my older brother sound when he go to the store. It's crazy. I wish I could record it one day. It's the most disrespectful. I'm so not used to. But him and the people that work at the store are so cool. They be violating each other as they're giving good customer service. Like, it's crazy. They talk mad-ish. Like, what do you want? Same thing. But they laughing and shaking hands and hugging and all that as they're saying the most foul stuff, right? But you got to already have that relationship established.
Online for this. One person said, what type of friend is this? He's mocking George's faith and tries to cancel him. Another person said, Logan Paul shows his true colors. Absolutely disgusting way to talk about somebody's religion, especially a friend who you love. Shameful. Another person said, Logan Paul lost my respect, man. Don't you ever disrespect another man's religion. I'm proud that George kept a level head during this conversation. Disgusting behavior from Logan, and he needs to learn from this. And I think one important note is that Logan was not trying to have some productive conversation about faith or learn about George's faith or push back on questions, things that he's been working through. He has no interest in understanding. His entire premise is, this is silly. Why do you believe in it? I'm going to shit on you for believing in Jesus, in God. He was combative and he just wanted to fight.
Disgusting.
And it wasn't even like George was saying anything provocative about Christianity. It wasn't like he started jumping on.
I hate that, bro. That's a pet peeve of mine. I've stopped affiliating with people because they did that. It was like entertaining to them and we weren't even on camera. I'm like, you're just picking fights and trying to argue because you think that shit is funny, and it's not, bro. Like it's annoying, right? But that's I guess a form of comedy to some degree. But there's people that don't know how to do it. Logan Paul ain't no damn Andy Kaufman, right? Let's be clear. And neither is a lot of people that try this stuff. They're not funny. Marco, they're not none of the dry humor and awkward comedy people, right? That stuff is an art form. Like, this is someone that's just purposely trying to annoy you because they think it's funny and they're using your religion in order to do it. There's no respect at all. There's no respect for his friend. There's no respect for Christianity. Nothing.
On, the Christian beliefs surrounding abortion. If he did, though, he should have brought up preborn. According to a recent report, Planned Parenthood continues to rake in billions despite dwindling.
Man, is this a transition? Girl, I'm going to fast forward it, but damn it, you surgical. Shit, the way she, holy smokes, man. If I ever start getting ads, I'm going to try to be as surgical as her, fam. I'm trying to get as good at ads as her, man. Like, this person's crazy. Speaking of crazy, if you ever need help with mental health, call this hotline to talk to a therapist. Like, what the heck? That's insane, man. I'm fast forward past it, but I got to give you credit. It was almost like no effort the way you just transitioned. Girl, you trained in this? You went to college for broadcasting? That was surgical.
Born.com/Brett. Now, even though he did not bring it up, I would have loved to see what Logan would have done if George had brought up any of those hot button issues, because I think it would have caused a lot more chaos. If he was pressing George to go deeper for a good reason and, create some kind of productive dialogue, it would be a totally different story, and I would respect that. But he was backing his friend into a corner for no good reason. Another person commented and said George should really reconsider his friendship with Logan. Exactly. And spoiler alert, he did. Like, regardless of your own beliefs, you shouldn't ever ridicule.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. I hit that point. He hit that point. Just in life, bro. In life, man. Sometimes we hit that point where we realize that it's more important to keep our peace and our sanity than be around somebody. Like with men, especially when you're young, people try to say that you're soft or holding a grudge and all that. Yeah, I was told all types of things just because I didn't want to be around certain people. Bam, once I would hit a certain point with somebody, if I call my friends, hey, what y'all doing? Hanging out. All right, man, I'm pulling up. Bet. So-and-so's here. See you tomorrow. Damn, you acting like that? Yeah, no. I don't even want to be in the room with them. And I'm not afraid of them. I'm not scared, right? Fam, I can handle being in the room with somebody that I don't like or that I'm not trustworthy, or that I don't find trustworthy and I don't trust. But fam, if I can choose to spend my time having fun and enjoying myself, I would rather do that. I have gone to the movies, like literally made a whole U-turn, like, oh, wait, oh, word, so-and-so's there? I'm gonna go catch this new movie that just came out. Wait, what? I thought you was coming to hang out with it. Nah, y'all doing some negative energy flow tonight. And every time something crazy always happened. And I was like, see, just coincidentally, something bad happened. See? It's the energy. People be inviting that energy.
Ridicule your best friend for what he believes, especially not on a platform with millions and millions of people viewing. If he does this online, imagine what he says to George when the cameras are off. It actually reminds me a lot of folks that I knew while I was in college who I considered good friends. This was like the group of people that I hung out with the most. And we all got along. We had fun together. I knew them for a while, but I was consistently and constantly ridiculed for my values and for things as stupid as being from the South, which is apparently looked down upon by people from big cities and on the West Coast. I dealt with...
Yeah, that happens. When I lived down south, I was looked down upon because I was from New York. I was born in the Bronx. It was hilarious. First, it was like a lot of hate because people, I guess, were arrogant previously from the city, right? So they always look at you like, oh, he think he better than us. He gonna get all the girls, all this stupid stuff. And then after like being down there for some years and having my crew and just having fun, that whole thing switched, right? So it would be like light jokes about, oh, look at him, he about to get on his New York flow. Like we just put B at the end of every sentence. Nah, B, I'm chilling, B. I'm out here, man. Don't play with me, B. Like stuff like that. I use fam. That's my end of a sentence. Right? But yeah, that's the regular thing. Right? Making fun of someone for that and things of that nature.
Snide remarks in group chats to loud, drunken proclamations of my backwards nature at parties, like public proclamations of things that were not true. And I just took it all because I
imagine being from the hood and liking certain things that isn't cool in the hood, like anime or listening to rock music or skateboarding and things of these nature. Right? It was crazy. It was crazy, bro.
Thought that it was normal and I didn't want to rock the boat. My mother and brother literally had to tell me those are not your friends. Those are not things that friends do in order for me to go like, oh, I've been so conditioned to think that this is totally fine and that I just need to take it. But I literally had to be shocked out of it. It doesn't matter if these people still hang out with you and on the surface treat you fine. Friends do not treat you like that. Friends do not do what Logan did to George. You shouldn't have to take it. I'm glad that I decided not to take it. And George Janko decided he did not want to take it either. So instead of folding under the societal pressure to just cave and stay in his position of power.
Yeah, nah, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to take the bull crap. 100%. Right? No, definitely set your boundaries and you could tell the person kick rocks. I think a lot of people be desperate, right? Like they don't want to have to find a new friend group, especially as an adult. Right? If you like stop hanging out with certain people, it couldn't be hard to find a new friend group or just new friends in general, which is why a lot of people will go online. And that's totally understandable. But there's a lot of people that are afraid of that and they don't want to be lonely. So they just deal with and take the most foul and disgusting treatment. And because nasty people who have that type of energy can sense that stuff, right? They'll do a lot of nasty things and sprinkle a little bit of niceness. And then do a lot of nasty things and then sprinkle a little bit of niceness just to keep you around and keep allowing the horrible things. And they know what it was. Bam. It was like, I would say, I knew this dude for, damn, it was years, bro. Since we was like kids. Just to find out, never really liked me. Never really liked me. Been pretending to be my friend for years, bro. Like I'm talking about over 10 years since we was kids. And then once we got into this big joint and then we started arguing, he reveals that he was mad at me about something that happened 7 years ago that wasn't even bad. It was just on some petty, you still thinking about that? That's crazy. I didn't even do nothing wrong. That's how a lot of people are out here. So yeah, you got to like just really notice the signs, right? Because people will not like you and just keep you around so they could keep using you, whether it's for just your good energy or for other things as well.
And, financial security by being around Logan, he left. He felt disrespected and he separated from Logan and the show. This is what he tweeted earlier this year. He said, to all the Impulsive fans, I am so sorry that I can't speak about things. Not my choice. That's never a good one. I do love you guys. And for those of you sending me the clip of them talking shit, it's all love. I've already moved on from that toxic environment. And even after being...
Yeah, I peeped. He left. He was cordial. He didn't disrespect them. And they was sending like a lot of shots metaphorically his way. They were coming at him constantly. Like Logan is, you could tell that's someone as he's nasty. I'm not going to be like, oh, he's a narcissist. I ain't a doctor. I can't diagnose. He has a lot of tendencies that I would say that will be similar from someone who might be, but I can't diagnose. I do think that he's pretty selfish, nasty, and just manipulative. Man, that conversation I seen that he had with his little brother, that just let me know right then and there. Oh, that's the type of person you are. You foul. It's all about you, but then you just quick to try to shut Jake down. But then when you want something from him, you're my brother. Jake has a sponsorship. You blur that whole thing out your video. You want to jump in the ring with the opposite sponsorship, the rival brand, praising them and holding up because you're going to make a bunch of money because you own that company. But you're my brother. You should see me build 30 million. What about the fight that he's there for? He's there for his business. You're not there to support him. You're there to use the free promotion to promote your drink. But then you blur out the sponsor that he had when he was in your video previously. This dude's a selfish, nasty man. Like I'm telling you, I known people like him. You got to be able to spot those people out there who just want to use.
Embarrassed and ridiculed by his best friend, he still does not speak ill about him. It's not that he's just avoiding talking about it. He does not throw Logan under the bus.
The whole internet right now is asking me the same question. It's like, what's going on with you and Impulsive? And it's so hard being in it. This is my first time I ever mentioned it. Mm-hmm. This is very hard to like bring up drama because like I'm not a drama channel, bro. Yeah. I also don't like, I have me and them have like a little tension between us right now, but I'm not going to go out and dog them online or like talk ill about them. I have a disagreement with them. So it's I get what you're saying. It's very uncomfortable when people want to know so much that you're like, that's just not how I work, bro. I don't even tell like friends that are passing what's going on in my life. Like
fam, and Logan knows this, so he's taking advantage. You can't tell me Logan don't know that. Logan knows this, so he's taking advantage and just going off and disrespecting the heck out of this man.
I deal with it like a man, the way my dad told me, deal with it, handle it between you and the people. And if that's not working out, then sell it to TMZ and make some money. I'm just kidding.
It's a good ending. Somebody commented and said, George never really fitted in there. He's too much of a real person, down to earth with morals and standards. And that certainly does not paint Impulsive in a good light. So it's no surprise that George left. And now he started his own podcast called The George Janko Show, where he talks openly about his beliefs. He's not censored. He's not ridiculed. He talks about it with passion. It's a great time, but he is not the only one.
That's what's up. I got to go and check that out. Fam. It's probably way more positive.
Who has made this transition. Another huge example of somebody sticking with their morals online is the creator Jidon. And his story actually also starts with Logan making fun of him on his podcast. Now, Jidon had not really been...
Yeah. But Jidon's like... Isn't he like a professional, like... what do you call it? Prankster? Like he's constantly trying to trigger people and make them mad and all that. If I'm not mistaken, I know a little bit about this. He wanted... Well, I don't know if she's going to speak on it, but I think he was trying to film a live stream and Logan Paul was in the, I guess the frame of the video, right? And of course, you knew he was doing what he was doing. He was using that to get the numbers up. Whatever, it's fine. He's already a superstar himself, right? But it's good for business to have them both in a shot. Logan said he felt uncomfortable and asked him to move his chair or something like that. And I think it carried on to Logan just taking that sign of respect that where Jidon said okay and moved his chair, which he didn't have to, if I'm not mistaken, to where now he was making jokes and trying to punk Jidon for moving. I don't think Jidon should have moved. At the same time, I do understand the whole filming thing, but then, fam, you a public figure, and this is a public place. It's gonna happen. With me, I might have whispered something in his ear like, "Man, you gonna break me off? Can I get some clips and then re-upload? What's up? Like, this can't just be you just using my face." Listen, we gotta be able to collab a little bit, baby. What's good? In fact, come on my show. Come on my podcast tomorrow. Right? That's how you really do that. That's how then if once we can agree to that, I'm all in your video now. Hey, what's up? Let's make it a good video, good content. But I think Logan was just on some iffy-ish. He was weird.
Been too outspoken about his faith or his beliefs in the past, but he got questioned about his faith while on Logan's podcast, and this is what happened.
So you believe in God because he got you subscribers?
No, I believe in God because of just what he's done in my life.
He got you subscribers?
Not even that. No.
What the heck? Why are you demeaning what the Lord's done? He's breathing because of him. He's alive because of him. He has blessings on top of blessings, not just subscribers. What it is, subscribers come and go. My man has been terminated from certain platforms. What are you talking about? Like, yo, Logan is disgusting.
No, it's just, I was in a very dark place. Like, I did not know where I was going to go. Like, I was stuck. I was like neck deep in mud, and I got pulled out. And I give all praises to him because I feel like whenever I don't put him first, that's when the most shit in my life happens. And it's so easy when like everything's going good.
It's a blessing you could see that, bro. That's such a blessing.
You don't think you had anything to do with pulling yourself out of the mud?
There's only so much you can do. There's some things like I'm pretty sure even in your career, you're just like, how did I do this? You know, the human body and mind can only do so much. There's some things where it's just like, there's some situations that just happen. It's just
divine intervention, man. There's no such thing as luck. It's when, preparation meets opportunity. Those opportunities be falling into your lap when you prepare for it from the Lord's grace, bro. It just is what it is. Right? You obtaining these skills, bro. You could have been born with no hands, no legs, blind. What are you talking about?
It can't be by chance. It can't just be, coincidental.
It never ceases to amaze me how disinterested Logan is about other people's experiences in their faith. Like, they're not asking him to convert or change. They're just sharing their stories and their experiences. And he is so
that must have been way before the beef that happened recently with Logan Paul and Jidon.
set on making them look ridiculous and cheapening them.
Yeah.
Like, this man is talking about his experiences and all the good things that have happened in his life and this massive change. And Logan is boiling it down to subscribers. Oh, it got you subscribers? That's not the only thing that matters in life. Yeah, Jidon has like 8 million subscribers on one of his YouTube channels, but I doubt that's the most important thing in his life. He's arguing that it's not the most. And you're sitting here like, oh yeah, it's just subscribers, right? Oh yeah, no, that couldn't have happened. No, you probably did.
That's nasty. He's foul. He's a nasty, nasty man.
Let's just let people speak. Let them share their experiences before you jump down their throat trying to prove that everything they believe is wrong and incorrect and backwards. It's basic decency and respect to your guests and to your friends. Somebody commented and said, the way Logan is trying to downplay is crazy, LOL.
Facts. That's nasty, right? It is almost as if you're trying to push the opposite. Right? You ain't trying to push something that's good energy and you're not trying to push the Lord. What you trying to push? What you trying to push? I ain't going to say it because I think it might be against the guidelines to just blatantly say that. They might misinterpret it for something else. What you trying to push? Trying to push something ungodly? Look at the industry.
Another person said Jidon is very well spoken on this. Utmost respect. Both of these men, even in the face of this guy that basically just wanted to troll them, they were so balanced. They were so level-headed. Yes, massive respect. And just like George, Jidon decided to fully dive into making content about what he believes in. In fact, 10 days ago, he posted a video on his main channel saying that was going to be his last upload. He was starting a Christian channel and he was going to focus all of his efforts, all of his energy on that channel.
What? Is that true? That would be crazy. Is that true? He really did that? Fam, yo, changing the game, bro. If he really did that, this dude is changing the game. Whoa.
And sharing his experiences and talking about God.
Massive YouTuber by the name of Jidon.
That's
announced.
insane. Not in a bad way. Whoa, it's bold is what it is. Wow.
2 days ago.
Yep.
That the video that he was putting out was going to be his last video on his main channel, and that he was going to be starting a new channel devoted completely to the promotion of Christianity and his faith.
Look at Logan Paul shaking his head as if he was not one of the ones who caused Jidon to do this. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's so sick. Yeah, you were just ridiculing him for
Facts. And now you're sitting there being fake as heck. It's crazy. I don't know if that's true. Has he released videos yet? I've seen certain people do stuff like that or do things similar, right? To where they took a break on the main channel that blew them up and then made a separate channel and started talking about more things that's like spiritual and religion based. And some of these people ended up working and worked for them. I think like Illuminati, a lot of people mess with his like spiritual videos. There's a few other people. But yes, 100%. Shoot, there's YouTubers that I actually watch that do spiritual videos or religious videos or Christian videos, right? Just on some, not even like advice, but just on some like, this the lesson for today, right? Let's talk about this lesson from the Bible today. I watch videos like that all the time. I have a playlist. That's big facts. A little secret playlist that I listen to on a regular basis when I'm traveling and things like that. So yeah, I think that would be good. I would be interested in hearing what it sounds like.
for his beliefs.
Breaking news.
I think a lot of people were looking at that like, this is so random.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
oh, man.
like I've never seen any YouTuber at that size just go straight, I want to put my whole life to the Lord.
It's just wild to me how shocked they are that this happened, that this man that they know.
I'm not sure. I'm impressed. If he's going to do that, I'm impressed. So his last video was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Did he post another channel yet? He got Jidon Live, which is his live stream clips. The day I gave my life to Jesus. Oh, wow. He put out a video called The Day I Gave My Life to Jesus. Jidon's testimony 2 weeks ago. Can we be pastors? 3 weeks ago, as Jidon a pastor. Wow. Christians are mad at me for following Jesus. The man who left the NFL to follow Jesus. Yo, this is crazy. He really did this. So his Jidon Live channel is dedicated to the Lord now. So you can see a few months ago, he was doing reactions. And yeah. I showed speed. And then once he had this conversation with Janko, right? Looked like it's an hour-long conversation he had with him on Rumble. Then he uploaded the clip. All his videos since then, that's been about a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 videos. All of these are Christian videos. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. He's sticking to it, man. Good for him. Good for him.
Is a Christian and takes this very seriously. They're laughing about it. Oh, yeah, this is so crazy. It's so random. Like it's
after she finished, I'll show you guys.
It's that rare for somebody to, leave behind their old ways and their brand and their content for something greater, something that is obviously more important to them. And then Logan Paul just sitting there in his crime shirt is laughing his head off because obviously he is not pushed by anything greater other than purely, fame and wealth. And the fact that this is the second example of this just gives me a ton of hope. And I love it because both of these men could have totally compromised their values, even just on Impulsive with Logan. They could have rolled over and said, yeah, you're right, I'm not going to fight. They could have compromised their integrity to save those Impulsive episodes, to, stay out of a fight, save.
Nah. It's about respect for you, respect for the Lord. Right.
Their brand, stay in Logan's inner circle for the sake of fame and money, but they didn't. And I guarantee they feel better for it because when you finally let go of the need to please and be accepted by people, ridiculous people, and you start pouring energy into the things that you believe and you're passionate about, the puzzle pieces start falling together in your life. Kind of like what Jidon was trying to explain to Logan in the first place.
That's true. And I kind of made not the same decision on I'm going to just talk about Christian content, but I made the decision that my main channel was going to focus on music. And not only music, but music that represented the deeper thoughts and opinions that I had on society, right? So I'm seeing how that goes as well. Let's take a look at Jidon's page right now so you guys can see what I was speaking on. Let's see, where's this at? Okay, this is the page. so you guys can see. Right? So peep this. He really stuck to this. Right? So this is his main channel is a different channel, but this is his second channel, right? This is usually how a lot of guys that blow up, they start doing their channels. One channel for the main, so you can do like more focus-based content, and a live stream channel where you're uploading clips, probably like edited clips from live streams and stuff that you don't put on the main. So as you can see, he was doing like reaction-based content, like a lot of stuff that was similar to his main channel, which was pranks, a lot of stuff that he didn't put on his main, right? But now you're seeing this transition from about maybe a month ago. That's 6 videos ago, after he had this one conversation right here with George Janko, the other person who we just seen get spoken about, who ended up leaving the podcast with Logan Paul. All of this content is Christian based. Jidon tells George Janko when he knew he was going to hell, how the world has reacted to me giving my life to Christ. The men who left the NFL to follow Jesus. Christians are mad at me for following Jesus. Can women be pastors? The day I gave my life to Jesus. All of these videos are Christian and Jesus related. So it seems like he's sticking to it. Some of them are doing really well, actually. Right? I would say well for the transition. It's a bumpy road. It's a bumpy road. Right? Because if we scroll back, he was getting millions. And there'll be a few of his videos, the shorter ones, that would get hundreds of thousands, 300,000, things like that. He was getting million, 2 million. So once he made this transition, you're noticing a little bit of some bumpiness. It's a bumpy road, but some of the videos, they ain't doing horrible. They ain't doing like 100 views, right? He's still getting some traffic, right? 242,000. This one has 509,000 about a month ago, right? Video 2 weeks ago was at 247,000, right? And I think it's people adjusting. He's going to start building a lot of like new following and new subscribers. That's going to start coming in for this Christian-based content. And his older ones are going to start leaving, but then the ones that are into this are going to stay. So it's going to be a transitional period that's going to take a little while. If he sticks to it, and he's doing a video a week, I would say try to get at least 3 videos a week. But if you do a video a week, he could pull this off. He might be that big the way he can pull this off. Or maybe even that talented. But that's definitely an option. So yeah, that's intense. Hopefully, if this is what he really feels like he's meant to do, hopefully he sticks to it. Don't let nobody make you second guess it. Don't do none of that, fam. Right? If you believe that the Lord put you on this path, then you stay on this path and you keep going. You keep going, you grind. Right? Never stop. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button as well, fam.